I think the most exciting part of my life as an artist, particularly over the last 10 years, has been the opportunity to mentor and teach other artists. And it's enlivened my interest in art. You know, if I was just painting as a commercial artist for galleries, it would be a job, a wonderful job, but nevertheless a job. Teaching transcends all of that. I see the joy, the pure excitement and exhilaration that people get when they've turned a corner in their art. Something that was difficult to understand, and they start to grasp it. With each brushstroke they're getting more and more confident. And that reminds me how transformative the artistic process can be. You know, anyone who becomes a professional at something can, I guess, fall into the trap of just doing it because that's what they do. And they tend to forget the original joy that came from the doing of it. And I see that joy in others now. And it reminds me why 56 years ago I really wanted to be an artist. And now I'm seeing it through them. And it's a great sense of satisfaction for me to see how some of those artists have ended up. Many of them have ended up. I got an email just this morning from someone over in Perth who has now been offered an exhibition, and she's just had a wonderful little group show, and she wrote to me with such enthusiasm about how this is changing her life. And I thought, yes, well, that's what art can do. You know, it really can transform people. And the great shame of it is that everyone is an artist, but very few realise that. And if I can unlock that artist within, well, I've done my job. No, you've importantly mentioned that thing about mentoring, because that's such an important part of my life now. And Geraldine is the best example of someone who didn't know that they were an artist until someone asked them that question. She's also an example of a person who has the attitude to say, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be that person. I'm going to work at it. So she had the persistence. She had the self-awareness and determination to put thought into action. And now she is a fully fledged artist. And she's just imbued with that wonderful joy and spirit of creating. So I think for me, she's a living legend. You know, I love the idea that someone who hadn't picked up a paintbrush for 40 years can do that. And as long as they have the opportunity to go to a workshop or buy the paint, set up your own studio, and give yourself that opportunity, but most importantly, the attitude to persist at it, to say to yourself, yes, I can. She is the living embodiment of that. She gives me great joy to see the work that she's producing. And exactly the same with Tracy, who felt that she was in a bit of a corner with her work. And just by talking it through with her, she has just grown as an artist. I'm hoping soon that someone's going to mentor me, and I'll have that same sort of turning of the corner moment. But no, seriously, it's been a great joy working with both of them.